Hey, by the way, these people on YouTube is the only community that gets me. Let me tell you. Maybe Snapchat, maybe Snapchat, maybe Snap. I don't know, man. But for sure, YouTube gets it. Because I'm on here watching, and these are my people, like, these are my tarot readers. The tarots on YouTube. A lot of them, I'm not even gonna talk shit. But, like, we gotta be real Pacific. Gotta be real Pacific. And a lot of them really are. And it's amazed the shit out of me because I thought people weren't aware of their abilities. All of us have this ability to foresee uh, things that happen in time because we're born into time, right? And so, how can we not sense it? It's all around us, it's part of us. Um, but these tarot readers sometimes are just like going off of what they hear. So, if you're a reader, you need to be highly intuitive and you need to speak on that. Cognitive Connections was one that I really fucking liked because I noticed she always made that a point. Like if she was gonna speak on something that was like a hot topic or like trending on YouTube, she made sure to like sense what the fuck she's talking about before she spoke on it. It's really amazing to see these people like use their gifts all the time and to like see what they can make of these things. But I'm just gonna say less because there's so much that I could say, and it just amazes me. But all you gotta do is watch. Watch these people. Cognitive Connections is one. Peppermint Tarot, how could I forget? Peppermint, it's Peppy! And God, my favorite, it's crazy because my favorite one I have a love hate relationship with, like I do with everything that I love enough. I'm like, ah, part of me, it's stuck to me. I fucking hate it. So I forgot her name. But she was the one talking on how like they're trying to take someone to a deserted island and basically like keep that person from having a phone or a way to reach people, a way to get any help. Like they're trying to take all her fucking resources, just cut her off. I mean, this was a big like that particular one was when I was sent to the hospital when she was posting that one. So I didn't get to like see the whole ending of it, which was ironic, right? But she's my favorite. And I can't remember her fucking name. Something to do with roses, something like the rose or Bella or Thorn or I don't know, just like something rosy. Anyway, it doesn't matter because greatness will always shine regardless of whether we know their name or not. Right? So, but what I was getting at here was like how this community gets me, how much they've like ah, that I've just kind of like put aside. I can't even talk right now, but I put aside things in my life as kind of like unimportant because I thought other things would take precedence. But these people made it important, and it is important to I'm sure to a ton of people that are like afraid to speak on it. But that's why it was so important because it was like she was speaking on some shit that hadn't been spoken on in such a long time and that people needed to fucking talk about. But everyone's afraid to talk about it because they've been gaslit for so long that eventually you start to believe the lie that people tell you that you're not good enough, that you're not important, that you shouldn't say things that you obviously should always say, right? But it's all part of like silencing you and keeping you in the dark about something that nobody should be in the dark about. Tap, 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 tap. This video was sponsored by CapCut, not because they're sending me checks, but because they have a lot of free features that I use often due to my situation. Y'all already know. Let's get right into this text. I just fucking recorded the most fire fucking audio for this, but it didn't record the audio. So hopefully my voiceover is working. Tab Jack 1 2 1. We're gonna start again now. I really like this verse. I just came across it, believe it or not. Oppression, toil, and friendlessness. $1 million word. Whoo-hoo. Aren't we all this year? This is what we're getting to. There's reasons, though. So again, I looked and saw the oppression that was taking place under the sun. Remember, everything under the sun is hell, according to Kabbalah, right? I saw the tears of the oppressed, and they have no comforter. That's punny for me because I just lost a comforter, like an actual blanket comforter. But whatever. Synchronicities. Let's move along. Power was on the side of their oppressors, and they have no comforter. Psalm 51, anyone? Thank you. And I declare that the dead who had already died are happier than the living. This is why I say it's a beautiful thing that we all go to heaven, that we all physically die, but no one ever really dies. And so they're happier than the living who are still alive. But better than both is the one who has never been born. Why do you guys think that is? Who has not seen the evil that is done under the sun, because our hearts become calloused just by seeing the evil. This is why we don't do things that are of a godly nature in God's eyesight, right? He does it, he rebukes it immediately. And so, verse 4, and I saw that all toil and all achievement spring from one person's envy of another. Oh my God, highlight that whole verse 4. So that is a truth that needs to be spoken, especially to the younger children who aren't aware of these facts, because their hearts have not become calloused yet to understand it, right? That there's relativity. That's how we relate to people, is by experiencing what they experienced. But the children that haven't experienced this hostility yet, they're the ones, their hearts are perfect. Their hearts are ready for love and they're open. And so, this too is meaningless, a chasing after the wind. Envy is meaningless because every person is unique, is so unique. And we see that in our fingerprints, in our eyes, and even in our earlobes. They're unique. They can be scanned and compared to other people's, the shape and something about the depth. I'm not going to get too into it, but you get it. There's something about our signatures even. Everything about a human being is so unique. No one can be a better you, right? And where are we at? Chasing after the wind, verse 7. And I saw something meaningless under the sun. There was a man all alone. He had neither son nor brother. There was no end to his toil, yet his eyes were not content with his wealth. For whom am I toiling? He asked. And why am I depriving myself of enjoyment? This too is meaningless, a miserable business, right? Oh my God, we have to pause.